If you're over 50 and are suffering from joint pain, back pain, or general stiffness, then these 5 exercises can massively help you reduce pain and feel youthful again. This exercise is called the bird dog. It's a great exercise for your back, also helps you with your balance, and it's also very good for helping with the hip. But if you have any back problems, any tension or any pain in your back, it's a great exercise for this. A good exercise for balance and also glutes and hips, and also stretch out on your upper body. So what you're going to do is you want your hands and your shoulders, your elbows to be all even, and then you want your hips and your knee to be nice and even. Then you want your back nice and flat. You want your head to be resting just even with your back. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take one arm and one leg and go in opposite directions, and then squeeze your glutes here and hold on, and then go back down and do the other side nice and slow. Make sure you engage your core, you tighten your abs, and you tighten your glutes. You come back and go back in the other direction, and make sure you're breathing throughout, making everything nice and even. Okay, keep going. And this exercise, you should try to do 20 of them if you can, and try to keep yourself nice and balanced so you're not going side to side with this exercise. Okay, a couple more times. The next exercise is called cat-cow stretch. This exercise is great for your lower back. If you have any pain on your lower back, or if you have any stiffness, it can really help. So use this exercise anytime, especially if you're sitting down a lot, or if you have, like I said, stiffness or pain in your back, lower back. For this exercise here, you want to have shoulder and hands are even with the elbow, and your hip and your knees are even also. It's a good exercise for your back. What you're going to do is you're going to make believe you have a string in your back, and you're going to pull up towards the ceiling, hold down for a second, and then your belly is going to go back in the other direction, down, and squeeze down like that, and then back up the other way. And make sure you're breathing throughout. Breathe in, breathe out as you go up and down, like down the other direction, back up, and back down the other direction. Okay, keep going with that, nice and slow. This exercise is called a hip bridge, and this exercise is excellent for your hips and your glutes. So if you're having stiffness or soreness in your hips and also in your lower back, it helps very well for that. This exercise is great for your glutes and your hips. And what you're going to do is lay nice and flat, arms on the side, knees are bent, and then you're going to bring your hips up towards the ceiling. You're going to squeeze the glute behind you. Make sure you breathe when you do this. Back down, back up, and squeeze glutes. Back down, squeeze up, and squeeze again. Back down, one more, back up, squeeze. Do 10 reps of this and work yourself up to doing 3 sets. This exercise is called the swimmer stretch. Great exercise for your upper back, your chest, and your shoulders. If you have any pain, especially like shoulder impingements or any problem, any pain or stiffness in your shoulder, chest, and back, it's a great exercise for that. So this exercise is great for your back, shoulders, and chest. If you feel tightness, especially if you're sitting all day or if you're doing a lot of driving. So what you can do is lay nice and flat, keep your head even with your back, don't arch back on your head. Bring your arms up, pointing in that direction, thumbs are gonna be up, and then you're gonna bring both of your arms in the direction of your hips, and then you're gonna go back up, making sure you don't arch your back too much. Shoulders should be even with your head. Do this exercise nice and slow. You breathe throughout. You may find it difficult at the beginning, but it's a great exercise, like I said, to help you with your back, shoulders, and chest. Do 10 reps of this. This exercise is a glute stretch, and it's great for if you're sitting down all day, or if you're doing a lot of driving, or even if you have stiff or sore glutes. It can really help stretch, and also helps a lot with the IT band on the side here. And if you have any sciatica, it can also help a lot with that if you have pain with that in that situation. All right, this is great exercise. If you have any tightness on the side of your leg, also works for the glutes, and it releases all the tension all in this area here. So just make sure your back is leaning against the chair so you're nice and comfortable. All right, you're gonna take one leg and you're gonna cross it over, and then one hand is gonna support leg, the other hand is gonna push down on this knee softly, nice and slow. Breathe throughout. Okay, now release. Go back and do that again. Release. Do that again. And I said, will you do this about 3 or 4 times, and you can go up to 3 sets. It's a great exercise to release this tension in this area here. So here's a different way of doing the glute stretch. Instead of sitting in a chair having to put your leg over the other, if you're not able to do that, take one leg and just lay it on the ground like this. Take the opposite leg and put it right over the knee. Then if you need a little adjustment, just kind of move the knee up a little bit like this. Elbow on the other side of your knee, and then you're gonna lean forward a little bit, and then you're gonna push away. And you should get the same stretch there on that side. And then release, and then do that again. And then switch and do the other side.